Probably punch in the air right now, wishing that he could cast this because he loves himself some Petra, that's for sure. But I feel like Petra's a character I feel like I haven't been seeing quite as much lately. She does pack a punch, though, so we'll definitely see what MAK brings to the table.
Yeah, MAK, I just checked the bracket. He won against Lopez 3-1 to get here, so definitely a very impressive win. Lopez is one of the best players, in my opinion, in SA, probably like top 5. But yeah, this Petra is doing damage. Having him in the dark orange with his orb already.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me check to see exactly what Lopez is. That is not the correct Lopez. I was trying to see what the rank was, but yeah, they just weren't popping up properly on this tool I was using. But either way, yeah, MAK taking his time, getting back down to the stage here. But yeah, SAC also just scouting him out really well with those recoveries. Man, that's just what a Suri is good at, man. Just kind of running you right down, and they'll get you.
Yeah, SAC already building a lead with these Katars right here on the Suri, and he's running him down, going for the weapon though, going for the extension. It's a connect though, but still good damage. Oh, doesn't capitalize on him having no dodge in the air right there, but still hitting these Katar hits, having him in the orange already. MAK cannot find a hit. He can't even touch the ground right now. SAC is running him down. Side light, end light.
Okay, there we go. Gets right back onto the stage, though. Still has those Katars in hand. And yeah, SAC's kind of been cooking here. I don't know. Maybe MAK, after getting that Lopez win, maybe they're just kind of out of gas at this point. They're just like, wow, you know, got a big W, but
yeah,
just kind of struggling here because SAC is just running away with it.
Yeah, SAC having a 2-stock lead already, almost 2 minutes into this set right here. And these Katars are doing damage. D-Light recovery is going to close out his 3rd stock, and now MAK needs a big comeback with these Orber Gauntlets.
Oh, jeez. Okay, nice little combo. Getting some things started here on the 2nd stock. I mean, hey, you got to make something happen now. It's either that or, like, you're just kind of playing the rest of the game for data, just trying to figure out what SAC's doing that's, like, really just exposing you so much, and then just kind of go into this game, too. But it's definitely going to be a tough one. I mean, Petra, like we kind of mentioned with the Queen Knight, Petra has the power to kind of turn things around pretty quickly if you're not careful. It's just a matter of just getting it done against the Asuri.
Right. I think you hit 2 strings on these weapons and the strength, and you're definitely hitting him into the orange. But, oh, that surprise dare coming out right there, and all of a sudden it's winnable. MAK, all he needs is one good big string and to even it up, and that is definitely possible right here. But SAC controlling that stage so well. It looks like MAK is honestly afraid to touch the stage, but now he gets back on, hitting that string into the stair.
Oh,
doesn't get the edge guard though.
Yeah, just barely cleaned that one up right there. There we go. Yeah, just kind of going back and forth. this death sentence from Asuri.
Yeah, the Suri is tearing him up right now, but Sidelight Sarah coming out. Can he make it more even than it is right now? He's in the red, SAC's in the orange. Okay, Sidelight Sarah hitting him off stage.
All right, there we go. Just trying to get back on stage here. Oh, that was a big opening. I feel like he could have chased that down.
Having the edge guard right here. He can win it. Oh, the Sarah, that's going to do it. He came back 3 stocks to 1. MAK with this orb. Oh my, that is crazy.
You know, I was mentioning, I'm like, hey, maybe just trying to gather data for game 2, and I think he just gathered enough data in game 1, and he was good.
He hit like 3 Sidelight Sares and just extended it as much as possible, and I don't know, I felt like he came back in like 1 minute.
Yeah, like, that was very scary how fast that happened. You know, if I'm SAC right now, I'm definitely kicking myself in the ass because like that hurts. That hurts to drop a huge lead like that because it's what, 3 stocks to 1, right?
Yeah, 3 stocks to 1. Definitely unfortunate for SAC, but not really unfortunate because he did fight for that. Now SAC back on these Katars right here, and this is where he's doing all his damage. He's confirming with the sword and doing the damage with the Katars.
And now a bit of a slower start here. Both of them just trying to jockey for position, really. Ah, there we go. Good little punish. Onesies, twosies coming through.
And these gauntlets did do a lot here. He's already in the orange, and it looks like every time he gets a hit, there's just a different shade of color on this Asuri.
Yeah, it's true.
That strength is so crazy. It's like trying to find the knockout here. The Nair to the Sair. And that's just going to do it. There's enough strength on those gauntlets for him to hit Nair into Sir when he's in orange and just KO him right there and then.
Yeah, that's actually kind of insane, too. And now we got that orb back out here. This orb made a lot of money for him last time, too. Keeping him weapon-starved in the process. Barely surviving that. Uh-oh. There we go. Gets right back on. Throwing some fisticuffs here. Gets a weapon back in hand. The gauntlets now.
And
Zach, you gotta close this out, bro.
Yeah, he's in the dark red right now. The Sarah's gonna do it. And MAK going out into his second stock. Barely really building a lead at all, but still even. These guitars, he's just not allowing him to touch this weapon, and he even weapon starves him right here. This is not good for MAK. He's racking up this damage and not allowing him to touch the stage and let recovery. This is where MAK is struggling the most right now. It showed last game and it's still showing here. Trying to touch the ground. The Sarah goes out. Is there going to be confirmed here? Sarah again. And SAC already 2 stock yellow to 1 stock white. Just didn't allow him to touch the stage.
Yeah, but we saw a much more terrible position than this not too long ago. And MAK was able to make it work. So I'm not counting MAK out until that game actually ends. And who knows, maybe SAC is really mad about how the last one went. And maybe that's awakened something in him. He's just not going to allow this to happen. But
yeah, these guitars. Oh, he's already in the dark orange. It's just, I feel for MAK right now, but at the same time, you gotta get to the stage. You have to get some ground. You have to get some stage control, or else this is not gonna be an easy game. And just, yeah, going for the NSIG, trying to hope and pray that it hits and the recovery goes out. Game was looking kind of over, but now it's 1-1. SAC kind of adapting to how MAK was playing and just didn't allow him to breathe that game. Yeah. Definitely angry from that last game.
Yeah, and we're seeing a bit of a switch here, too. Going to be hopping off the Petra and bringing out the Red Raptor. It's actually going to be my first time being able to cast this character, man. This character's sick. I love him.
Red Raptor, yeah, no. Definitely a very great character. Especially with the new Battle Pass skin that came out recently. 1-1 here.
Yeah, pretty even stats across the board for him, too. Going with, I think that was, what, the defense stance?
I actually did not see it. But Red Raptor coming out here. I wonder how much this will be better for him. That orb string, catching the dodge and already having him to the orange. And you have to remember, Red Raptor does have similar amount of strength to Petra too when it comes to these this orb.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot about that SIG. That thing actually goes kind of fast.
Yeah, it's very hard to punish, but the only really thing I can punish on his kit right there is a side SIG, and he's going to make him suffer for it, but he gets back to the stage there, going for the dash jump dare, reverse, doesn't confirm, these guys are going back and forth, D-Lip, ground pound, GC D-Lip misses, and it comes out even, but the D-SIG is going to close it out, just back on the stage, and that was a crazy interaction there, MAK coming out on top. See what he can do with that.
Yeah, gets that orb right back out here too. And yeah, that's the thing too, is you kind of like, you get rid of the gauntlets and you just kind of go for battle boots instead. So you're just fighting with your feet at this point. And while the gauntlets, I think, still got some great combos, I feel like battle boots kind of do the same thing, but I feel like they're a bit quicker.
Yeah, battle boots is a very quick weapon. You're gonna be able to rack up damage quickly if you get those reads. But the dealer recovery doesn't knockout here, which is very unfortunate because he's in the red right here. MAK has the potential to get a 2-stock lead, but SAC getting that GC deal at recovery. Now he has to come back with these guitars, and it's definitely possible. He always is able to rack up this damage here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, there we go. Finally get our first little battle boots combo. Looking for the ground pound, not gonna get it.
Oh. He wants these offstage interactions on guitars, especially when he's down this much. You need anything you can get, but the NSIG catching the back dodge. Perfect punish on that back dodge right there, because that SIG has a lot of active frames. Can not really dodge through it.
Okay. Ooh. Both of them kind of dropping some combos back and forth here. Oh, I like that. The pressure just putting onto him.
No dodge.
Oh, jeez. Wait, is this it?
Oh, my God. He took him off stage and just did not allow him to come back at all. He hit sidelight into the dare, to the ground pound dare. That's it. He's just taken over off stage with those boots. Insane string from MAK right there, and he's fired up on this Red Raptor. It's such a sudden switch, but he just played it like he's been playing it the whole set.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the defense stance. Yeah, so it's just some pretty even stats across the board, but your offense is just a little bit higher. So honestly, yeah, it's working out for him too. I mean, you can tell with the having the offense a little bit higher. That's kind of what he wants anyway. He seems like he's a pretty offensive player so far.
Yeah, he looks super comfortable on those boots. Definitely Gold Forge boots too. He definitely has some mastery on this.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And we're not really seeing much of SAC's stage control here anymore. It looks like these boots are really taking over on the ground. But in the previous games, the places where MAK would take the most damage is when he's trying to land, and SAC would always catch him with the nair into the end light, catching the dodge, recovery. But yeah, here MAK is definitely in control of the stage a little bit better. Oh, the Sair though, hitting him off stage at extension from SAC is such a great way to close out that stock. Now it's 3 stocks orange to 2 stocks white here. Let's see what it can do with these guitars.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, just voluntarily put yourself off stage here. Not a huge deal.
Yeah, no, when you will go for that zig, you either have to hold it all the way or you just tap it.
I mean, even if you're just tapping it though, it covers quite a bit of ground.
Yeah.
I think for how fast it is too.
Right. It's definitely very hard to punish and just very quick.
Yeah.
Always catches you off guard. These guitars, and like I said before, he cannot land against these guitars. He's already in the red. And having to dodge that weapon though too, SAC knows that. And he's going to punish him for it, trying to get back to the stage. Is he going to extend? Goes for it, but MAK managed to dodge that. Also, the NSIG gets punished, and MAK is having such a hard time getting his footing now. And that's just like what I said before. Getting at Dare D-Sig, nice. But yeah, like I said before, he can't get back to the stage control when SAC has it.
Yeah. I mean, now it's just a matter of just kind of getting it done here. All right, you get the stock back. Or not the stock, well, yeah, stock back immediately, I guess. But now, MAK, we're going to see what you're made of, man. Can you close this out? Because you're looking good, man. Like, I thought after that game 1, I was like, there's just no way. But, I mean, here we are.
Oh, the boots going off stage. Oh, barely misses the ground pound, but he's still going with it. And Sig doesn't connect. Doesn't get the dodge in right there.
Okay.
But he just has such a crazy lead right here, SAC, that all that damage from boots does not really matter that much. Still in the
definitely
orange.
Gotta work things in here a little bit better. He's just kind of getting tossed around here, just like, again, with a lot of these onesies, twosies from SAC. But there we go, a little bit of damage. Tried to overextend a little bit, just didn't get anything out of it. Uh-oh.
Okay, gets back here with this Sair. Let's see if he can make a comeback like he did before in that last game. Definitely looking very grim though here. It's one more hit from SAC. It's going to do it. The D-Sig, yep, to punish the side Sig. And yeah, MAK just went for it, gets punished. And now it's game 5. Yeah, both these players are very good. Like MAK's really good at extending his strings, but SAC's he's so good at holding the stage control, and that's where he's where MAK's struggling the most. So let's see how both these players adapt in the game 5. It's definitely looking pretty even overall.
We'll definitely see how it works out. Yeah, I figured we're going to be going to World's End here. So, yeah, final game, World's End. I believe this is where we started as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll definitely we'll see how this one plays out. I mean, right now we're going to be sticking with the Red Raptor, going to SAC sticking with the Asuri the whole way through. Here we go. Final game. Let's get it.
Yep, on the World's End right here. Like starting off with these boots, hitting that side light into the Sair, no dodge. Ooh, he tried to read. I'm not sure. He should have read a jump rate if he had no dodge right there. But MAK still getting good damage there. Side light to the D light, not able to catch the landing. Pretty even. That jumps there. Another side light here, doesn't get the read. Oh, no dodge. Oh, he actually did touch. Just going back and forth right now with these hits. Both players in the orange. And manages to land there with no dodge. Very scary. He likes Sair. Going for that side or D-Sig, but definitely too early.
Yeah, definitely a little bit too early, but that would have been huge if he landed it.
Yeah. Definitely would have killed.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, another one. And that move, orb there is such a good zoning and has so much like range and it's just so good on the edge. Like you definitely will be edge guarding someone safely using that always.
All right. Okay, there we go.
Oh no, SAC!
Oh no!
Double grab
Watch sprints for Pete.
Yeah, he has to be so careful here when he's trying to get these knockouts, because if he's not, MAK is going to take advantage of it. Dealer recovery doesn't kill.
Wow. Especially at that percentage too, man. I figured with that much red on the board, okay, we get it cleaned up that time. But the first one, I'm still kind of surprised. I'm like, because this stage has a smaller ceiling, right?
Yeah. There's Sarah. Oh, goes to that N6 SAC. Barely manages to dodge through that. There goes out. Side light. Yep. SAC spot dodging there.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, nice.
Such a good
like
weight
that.
right there. Yeah, he hit the nair, knew he was going to dodge in, waited for that recovery, perfectly caught it. Now he has such a good lead here. Is MAK going to win against SAC here?
It's definitely working for it right now. And again, we saw those couple of hits come through with that damage and immediately gave him a whole stock lead. And there we go, the onesies, twosies. That's really all you need at this point until you can get that opening that you really want to start closing this out. Gets that Sair popping on a little bit more damage in the process.
Yeah,
doing a really good job with this orb.
He's running away with the lead on this orb right now. SAC needs something right here. Oh, and that's exactly what he needs. But he needs one more hit to close out the stock. These reads are doing well for him. Doesn't get that D-Save right there and actually going to get punished for it pretty badly. Qatar's to knock out here, and this is looking very bad, fishing for these SIGs, and MAK is just constantly getting these punishes.
Yeah, and you could tell,
no.
That's going to be it. Yep, closing that out. And you could tell SAC was getting he's getting a little impatient too, started going for some really committal moves, thinking he was going to be able to close it out. And both times, I mean, you just see MAK just kind of go crazy with it, gets the punish, and as we can see right there, closing it out to close out the set, the process. So great stuff to MAK, man. Has had a great run so far.